Alhamdulillah wa salatu wa salam ala nabiyyina Muhammad wa ala alihi wa sahbihi wa sallam. Allahumma inni a'udhu bika an ushrika bika wa ana a'lamu wa astaghfiruka liman a'lamu. Ahabati fillah, a question was asked, Assalamu alaikum. If a person was going to do an act of worship related to messaging someone and they almost quit due to embarrassment by moving away from the cursor, but they come back and go forth with it, have they committed riyah while moving the cursor away as they were about to leave an act of ibadah because of others? Ahabati fillah, first, before dealing with this issue, bi'idhnillah ta'ala, I want to highlight the importance of not asking too many questions. And some may disagree with this, but what I say is what I see, especially from a lot of youth in this day and age, is they ask many questions about things that have never happened or things that are so strange that it's very hard to conceive. And those are the kind of questions the Salaf hated. Okay, we just got to put that out there. So that doesn't necessarily apply here, but this is still a gharib question, a very strange question. Practice your Islam. Live life. It's very simple. Islam is not complicated. It's not going to, oh my gosh, I moved the towel to my right. It's wrinkled. Did I commit shirk? People ask these type of questions. So be very careful of that. So with regards to this, as you mentioned yourself, doing an act of worship and showing off, this is what riyah is in essence. Okay? You are showing off. So I don't know what a cursor has to do with that, but maybe, perhaps, if your intent, you're going to type an Islamic letter and you stop typing that Islamic email as a source of dawah because you feel you're showing off. You don't want to show off in that. And you do not correct that action, then this is not riyah. This is, in fact, you have allowed the shaitan to whisper to you. And really, I see this from the bab of waswas aslan, that you've allowed the shaitan to prevent you from doing an act. Now, in your scenario, you're saying that the person, out of embarrassment, stopped typing, then they corrected the action. Again, if this has to do with worship, it's still something you have corrected. So there is no harm in that. Now, if you write a full letter to show off so that people can see how beautiful you write Islamic letters, how wonderful you praise Allah in the letter, that is your intention. Your intention is not to please Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, not to give dawah, not to whatever, but in fact it's to show off. If that is your intention, or a person's intention, then that would fall under bi'idhnillah ta'ala, riyah or sum'ah, trying to show off to gain fame or what have you. Okay? That is what we are talking about with riyah. So my last point here, or point of advice, is please live life. Do not make your Islam overcomplicated, because it's very difficult for a person to practice Islam their whole life if they overcomplicate things. Eventually, this type of either waswas from the shaitan will overcome you, or extremism overcomes people. As the Salaf used to talk about, the one who is fickle, the one who's like quick changing. A lot of the people of innovation and desires, they're quick changing. 1 minute they're a takfeeree, next thing you know they're an extreme Sufi, make a tawaf around graves, or they're, they throw away the principles of Ahl Sunnah, whatever the case may be. Ground yourself, take things step by step. Know that Allah is all forgiving, most merciful. Do not overcomplicate your life and your affairs. Type your letter. Hit the cursor. Don't worry. Fear Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala as much as you can. Wa sallallahu wa sallam ala nabiyyina Muhammad.